Be sure to check out RCT3, winner of the RCT3 Toxic Quiz of 2015 and enter the Toxic competition for 2016. Hello, welcome to episode 34 of Let's Build the Ultimate Theme Park 2016. And yes, you may notice that the title is indeed Massive Station Complex. Or something along those lines, I haven't decided yet, but it's probably going to be something like that. But yeah, in this episode, in a nutshell, I was basically just building one heck of a station. So let's get right into this. I said that on camera, didn't I? Oh god. Oh, and here come the leafy plants. So anyway, where did I start? Well, I started off making a little custom structure, like I said in the previous episode, which was basically just a floor patch of the floor pieces from Gary Roach's, don't quote me on that name, his catwalk set, which is amazing. So yeah, got going with that and then started working on some of the rest of the interior that I probably wouldn't be able to get at after I build this platform up top. Because this is where you start to see the kind of dual layer thing I was going on about. So yeah, here we go, here we go the platforms, and then at some point I started getting going. But yeah, this is where I started really using it. And then, admittedly, I was a bit nervous because I was getting quite a bit of lag, because I'm aware there is a huge amount of pieces in this platform. But I built it, and yeah, the game didn't explode, so with that out of the way, set myself a train up just so I knew what was where, and started building out on top. So this is the second layer of the station. This is going to look so amazing on the POV. At least I hope it will. I don't know, I haven't actually done a test POV because I don't want to clean it up and try it just yet. So here, now at this stage I was thinking, alright, how can I work a fast track queue line into this station? So this took me a few tries to get it working, but yeah, it took a bit of time to figure it out. So I started with this, I kept this run, but then I started actually originally by just having one queue line, because I was going to have the fast track queue line join up somewhere else, sorry. But so I decided to do my control booth. Obviously, got to have that in a nice fenced-off area. Always fenced off where you don't want your fuse to go. It's just kind of standard practice. So here I was really getting through. I had a really good layout for the fencing, a good exit path. Oh, I forgot to do that. I suppose I was so focused on the queue line, I forgot about the exit path, and then I realised there was a couple other things I meant to do on this that I forgot. Oh well, I'll do those next episode. It was just some footers and the exit. So right here I actually found these in Station 2 Junior's random things, so I was like, ooh, I haven't actually got these on this coaster, have I? Let's add those. I don't know if the ones from Star Roller Coaster's ones with B&M's would be compatible, but somehow I don't think so. I mean, they might be compatible, I don't quite know. But I have a hunch they're not, so I stuck with these ones and they're actually quite good. Now here's where I did a little bit of experimenting to try to figure out 671's HGR71, which is what I was planning on using. But I realised I had a bit of a problem with this set, and that is, you'll eventually realise that for some reason, can someone please fix this? The walls that go on the sides, the ends of the hangar, aren't actually flush with the lines, the grid lines. They're slightly offset. So that means what I'm going to wind up with, and what you'll eventually see, is bits of things sticking out of the walls. So it's like, can I get this to work? So at some point I decided, can I make it work with the SHR91? And so tried that, but then I realised that the masts for the roof were going to be a bit of a nightmare. And at some point, I decided to go with it initially, then I realised there was a major clearance issue with the corkscrew, which is why I went with HDR the first one, because there wasn't that clearance issue. So I was like, okay, fine, we'll just have to deal with it. So yeah, I've got a whole lot of things sticking out of it, which is kind of annoying. So yeah, but anyway, got a soldier on in this, and oh well, I'll just do my best to hide it with some trickery in the edits. If I ever eventually actually get to build this part. Oh my god! Seriously, we're at 34 episodes. We've equaled 2014. We're very soon going to equal 2015. I have a feeling we're going to take it up to 37. Actually, yeah, 37, because all I got to do is really finish this whole area, polish up the glowing sea a bit, and then we're more or less done, actually. I do need to add in some more kind of fallout things around the place, because I haven't done that for a while, actually. But I mean, obviously, I have to have a shot on my Prepare for the Future poster. I'm so pleased with that. But yeah, here I decided to do all the framework for hangar. I didn't do the roof. Oh no, I did not do the roof in this. But now you can see, and actually on this it looks a lot cleaner, also a lot bigger than when I first built it. Probably because I have built it up much bigger. It was originally, I think, 4 wide, now it's 6 wide. It is an absolutely huge thing. And honestly, as my stations go, this one's not my best, but boy do I love it. This is like as stations go in my books, this is a pretty damn good one. So yeah, got going on the lower walls around this side. I didn't do the walls up top actually, because I decided to just hold off in case I wanted to make any changes on the inside. Because otherwise it's going to be a nightmare to delete them and get through the framework and everything, so I can make changes. So I left the roofs off for now, but I put in lights. I probably won't do any night shots in this theme park, because I mean, the last time I tried it at night, it did work, but I don't know how well it would handle this gigantic monstrosity. Now here is where I started changing up the layout to add in my incorporation of the fast pass queue line. This is actually the first time I've ever done one, so I'm actually quite pleased with it. I mean, normally I do store my split queue lines to actually allow people to walk along. This one I was just like, nope, let's just fuck it. So I started actually building this thing, which was an idea I had about 2 episodes ago now actually. Which was to have this coaster go through a hangar, which also has the queue line in it. It didn't come out as big as I wanted it to, but actually I have some clearance issues with the sports around it, as you can see, and also the overmaker above, so I can't actually make it much bigger. So yeah, but that's all going to look great when I eventually build it. So here's where I started doing my fast track queue line. This is going, so I decided to have this one just stick close to the station and be fairly short. So this one goes up, over, and down a cool flight of stairs. I actually think this looked quite good. Like from front on, this station complex looks pretty damn cool. And actually, once I finished it, I just took a step back and I was just like, damn, that is one fine setup. I mean, I haven't actually finished it. Well, not quite. I still need to do a couple of routes here and there. So this is all mostly done with Gary. No, this is pretty much entirely done with Gary Roach's B&M catwalks, except for actually the other blue fences. That's Station Junior. No, not Station Juniors. Coaster Freak 90s queue line. That's it. Or it might be Coaster Joe. I can't remember quite who made it. Either way, it's a great set. It's basically like one of the essentials I'd recommend for Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. So here I started doing some supports to this kind of set of staircases, and I was thinking, damn, this looks good. Now at this stage, I was starting to think, okay, where can I send my non-rich people queue line? Just for the record, I never use fast pass at theme parks. I'm just gonna put that out there now. I've already paid loads to get in. I mean, entry to Thorpe Park these days is a small fortune, but yeah, so I don't use fast pass, so I don't quite know the details of that. I mean, it's basically just a shortcut. So yeah, I'm sort of sticking with that. The fast pass queue line is just a short route which goes up the stairs and over down. This one goes all the way around the first bend and everything. So I'm actually quite pleased with this queue line. This is possibly one of the favourite ones I've ever done. I like queue lines that go somewhere. And obviously I've got the kind of zigzag thing, but this one I quite like. So obviously keeping with the same kind of setup as before. I admit this probably doesn't fit the apocalypse theme that well, but this is supposed to be a kind of military base, so in some ways it kind of does actually. Once I add in all the kind of hangars and stuff and various various buildings, I'll probably do maybe 3 buildings around here, and then probably I'm not sure quite what I'll do in the rest of the map, because I mean I don't know if I'll just cheat and make it all foliage so I can actually finish this thing. I mean, it is going to be weird by the time I finish. Like, I kind of forget this every year I do a theme park series. I always forget what it's like. I get to the point where I've been building it for so long, I almost don't know what it's like to not be building it. Because it's such a huge project, these things. Like, they're massive. I mean, I should really know what I'm getting myself in for every year, but like, this one has been absolutely huge. I mean, oh man. But anyway, so I hope that we're coming out to the end of this one, so there's not that much time left in the recording. About what, 45 seconds? Yeah, 45 seconds. So yeah, here I was just doing more queue lines and stuff, and but it's kind of standard stuff really, the straight zigzag pattern. But again, I switched back to Coaster Joe's queue line, or close to 390. I'll double check. Obviously, in the final episode, you'll get all the custom scenery downloads, so I'll double check that. But yeah, at this stage, I was pretty much just doing the last few details. I meant to do some footers actually on the supports for all the queue line going around the back, but I completely forgot. So this is going to be another hanger actually. So we've got 2 here. So yeah, the thumbnail of this is actually looking pretty damn good. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode whenever that happens to hit this glorious, glorious slice of internet on the shit stain that is YouTube. Bye! You there. Me? No, you. Follow me on Twitter.